The monthly meeting of Bremerton Base, United States Submarine Veterans Incorporated will come to order. Please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our creed to perpetuate the memory of our shipmates who gave their lives in pursuit of their duties while serving their country. That their dedication, deeds, and supreme sacrifice are to be a constant source of motivation towards greater accomplishments. We pledge loyalty, patriotism to the United States of America and its Constitution. Cobb, total votes for the month of September. USS S5 SS110 lost on September 1st, 1920 when a practice dive went wrong and she sank bow first. With her stern showing above water, in a dramatic adventure, her exhausted crew was rescued during the next few days. Salvage attempts were unsuccessful. S5 settled to the bottom and was abandoned. SS Grayling, SS209, lost September 9th, 1943 with a loss of 76 men near Tablas Strait. Grayling was on her 8th war patrol and sank 2 ships before being lost. USS Pompano, SS-181. Pompano was sunk between September 17th and October 5th with the loss of 77 men while on her 7th war patrol. Possibly lost the 17th of September 1943, Japanese records show a submarine was sank in her patrol area by air and depth charge attacks off the Armory Prospector near Shiraya Saki. Before being lost, she sank 2 enemy cargo ships. The exact cause of her loss remains unknown, but she probably sank by air-sea attack above and fell victim to a mine on the 25th of September. This boat's last recorded ship sank happened on the 25th. She probably hit a mine on or after the date of October 5th when she was scheduled to be back at Midway. USS S51 SS-162 lost September 25th, 1925 with the loss of 33 men when it was sank after collision with SS City of Rome off Block Island. USS Cisco SS-290 lost September 28, 1943 on her first war patrol with a loss of 76 men in the Sulu Sea west of Maldonado. Let us have a moment of silence for our departed shipmates following the chaplain's invocation.
Dear Lord, we come to you today as a thankful people for all your many blessings. May what is accomplished in this meeting be helpful to each of us, our organization, and also our country. Help us be ever mindful of those in our number who are unable to be with us. Place your hand of healing upon the sick and comfort those who mourn. Bless us each individually and collectively as we endeavor to do something worthwhile in the name of the USSVI. We offer these petitions in thy name. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. All right. It's going to be a fun one. New members, if you could please stand. Introduce yourself, the boat you qualified on, what year?
All right, I'm JT French. I qualified on the USS Georgia Blue in the summer of '87.
You got a sea story?
A sea story?
Oh my God. Doesn't have to be long. Or we can save that for later.
I can tell you how I jacked up my shoulder.
Sure.
So on the USS Pennsylvania, we had a guy that was having an appendicitis ruptured. So off the coast of Alaska, we surfaced, we're doing a helo transfer. And of course, we had that nice little brief, and we said how everything was going to go, and it didn't go the way it was supposed to go. So as soon as we walked topside, we all, latched in there, we all went to the middle of the missile deck, and the waves were coming about ankle high. So we weren't in a really good spot, and then they started getting a little higher. So we had the guy that was first in line. We said, okay, tell us when a big one's coming so we can hunker down and hold on. So he started screaming, and we hunkered down and held on. And then, of course, as I'm holding on to the safety line, it kind of ripped my shoulder a little bit. So all I remember is just kind of like rolling around. And next thing you know, there was a whole pile of bodies in the middle by the missile LET. We are all soaked. The water was like in the 30s. The air was in the 20s.
Whoa.
And so we all got undone. And then there's the Cobb kind of bouncing over the side. But luckily he had his line, so we pulled him up. And when he came up, he was holding the mailbag. So this little orange mailbag, and that went off floating away. The helo comes in, and they saw the mailbag, and they're like, oh, we're going to go get the mailbag first. So there we are, freezing our asses off. The CO did take a better course, so it was only, it was kind of like washing over, but it was a much better course than the last one. We're all freezing. So anyway, they got the mailbag, came back over, and of course we practiced. Make sure you disconnect that dude before that basket lifts off.
Yeah.
And then right as the basket's lifting off, they disconnected him. So it was a matter of milliseconds that we could have had a bad day. And of course the basket goes flying over my head. I'm freezing. We finally get down, and there's everybody's mustered in upper level because they're wiping up all the water that kept coming down the missile LET. And then anyway, so this one dude looks at me and goes, oh my God, look at your knees. So all the non-skid ate through my sweatpants, my long johns, and my poopy suit, all the way to my knees. So my knees were just bleeding like crazy. Oh, wow. And then my steel-toe boots were all the way down to the steel. So,
wow,
yeah. The only thing I will add to it, what I forgot, which was kind of funny, is our MTC, he put his auto inflatable on first and then his harness. So he's like, and so I did the only thing I could think of. I pulled out my knife and I stabbed it and deflated his corpse. So he could
What was his name?
Joe Eller. Anybody know Joe Eller?
Yeah.
He was the Cobb of the Dolphin. That was his last tour.
Wow.
But anyway, so that's my story.
Thank you for being a welcome award. All right.
Welcome.
I'm Dave Peterson, qualified on the Theodore Roosevelt 600 Blue Crew in 77. I guess you want to see a story? So we were leaving Apra Harbor, out of the Apra Harbor, you know how deep it is out there. So they go to dive, and they start to dive. For some reason, the officer deck wasn't looking out the periscope. They isolated a bunch of things, and the mechanical gauges got isolated, but not the digital. So if something goes wrong, they're in the dive, and it keeps on going, keeps on clicking down. They get to probably 130 feet, and they're going, we can't control the dive. We're still going down. They do the emergency blow, get to the surface. They don't know they're on the surface. They think they're still diving because everybody's seeing the digital depth gauge, and it's not only going down, it's starting to go faster. And it's the ship, the digital says they're going down, and in the meantime, we're on the surface. We're back aft going, our condensers are getting airballed. Why are we doing this emergency blow? What's going on? So here's the Roosevelt blowing ballast tank like crazy, going out of the harbor, and the Soviet AGI is going, what are they doing now? Yeah. So it was just a case of malfunctioning with the digital depth gauge and isolating the mechanical gauges too soon.
Wow.
So I think they went down to 5,000 feet. 3,000 people in the Missile Control Center.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome. Please introduce yourself. About your
I'm sorry. My name is Dan Austin. It's my first time meeting. Don't know what else you need
Well, you were qualified what year?
Qualified USS Guitarro and USS Grenard. 10 years active, 22 years reserve. FTG-1, made the jump to the dark side, retired as commander in 2011.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Potential new members, guests we have in the room. Potential new member? Yes.
I'm Kennedy Easterbrook. I qualified on the USS Maine in 2021.
Maine or Michigan?
Maine.
Oh, okay.
I rode Maine because we were in the shipyard. So I spent 6 months with them, and I don't really have any sea stories I can really talk about. But I'd love to share maybe one day.
On what rate?
I'm a nuclear mechanic.
Well,
Still active.
Woo-hoo, active duty. Welcome. No. I'm the And then I also brought in my 2 daughters as associate members, so I'm very excited to have them. They volunteer here and there all the time whenever they can, so they're also new members too. And they're out
Paige is stirring the sauce right now.
stirring the sauce, and they'll be sunbathing because it's cold in here. So.
Steve's in here stirring us, and they're all.
Did I miss anybody? I think I'm good. All right. Let's see. Okay, we'll move on to our report secretary.
Lord. Old news. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna make this real short because it's a picnic. Dick told me that the shorter was better.
I see your pants are shorter.
Hey, listen, when you got legs this good, you can wear it stuff. Okay. 16 August, we had the picnic and everything. We did we had a quorum. We got a secretary and treasurer report. We got discussion about trunk or treat. We talked about the holiday bash. We had a couple of guests. Dave did his historian thing. We had four Rick Award recipients and 3 new Holland Club members. And then we picnicked. And that's about the name of the game. Remember, Dave has a video of the picnic and all that stuff if you want to see. If you didn't go, you missed a good time, and you ought to take a look at the site and see what your shipmates are doing and everything. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, treasurer.
Start with membership. Membership was 244 at the end of last month. That's up 1 from the month before. This month we got a few more extra people, so that's excellent. We're heading in the right direction. As of the end of August, we have $52,128 and 1 penny. All important 1 penny, as they say. For Corks Challenge, month of August, $20. That was it. That's all we had. $20 for Corks Challenge. That was our lowest month so far. For the year, we're at $2,860.
What about my monthly contribution?
I do not count that for Corks Challenge. That's a separate donation. So that's a donation on its own unless you tell me otherwise. So good question. We also had, this month we had Crafting for Sub-Vets, which raised $388. Kind of a small group this time, but it was a good time, so they were able to raise $388 for the base. Any questions?
For the new members, could you, and prospective members, could you explain Corks Challenge?
Corks Challenge. I'm going to put Steve on the.
Put the cork in it.
I'm going to have the cork master himself.
Sons of bitches.
Yes.
He's part of the whole week.
Good.
Morning, everyone. Welcome, prospective new members. You're not prospective, you're going to be members. Just give us your money. All right? Kennedy, buy 1 year, second year is free for active duty. So you get 2 for 1. All right? You can just give me your money. All right. So Corks Challenge, we had the float replaced 3 years ago. I was put as the chair for that, thanks to Commander Bowman at the time, and it cost us about, I don't know, $24,000 to $30,000, and we got it cheap. We spent probably $30,000 less than what we expected, because we had some good people helping us. Some of the services were donated. But anyway, in order to recoup some of that money, I created a courts challenge. I donated $1,000 to Seed Courts Challenge, and I challenged all base members to challenge me and donate to refurbish the funds from the float. And I think we're doing good, but we need more. That float is going to last us a long time. If you ever looked at it closely, it's done. It could probably die, I think. But anyway, that's the history of Courts Challenge.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. All right.
You got a chair down here if you want to sit here.
You want to sit? We have a bunch of chairs down here.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, you got anything as chaplain?
Not at this time.
All right.
That's a good thing.
Yes. Float
Yeah.
manager's not here, but we do. Okay, talk about that. Mike Talpite's not here, but we are working on the Halloween bash, which is the week after our trunk or treat on base. That's at the fairgrounds, and so we are collecting candy for our trunk or treat, and we will need volunteers, as many as we possibly can. I'll put that in an email as well for our section. We're going to be giving out the 500 free hot dogs over at the fairgrounds in the Van Z building. So they have a whole entire kitchenette back there in the corner. We're going to give out the 500 hot dogs, and then we'll be done with the cleanup because we're expecting over 3,000 people to come out to the Halloween bash, which is great for the community. So I'll get that email sent out with all the details, where to be at, what time, and with the turnout that we had today, so for volunteers, that would be amazing to have there too. But like always, our trunk or treat is a big hit on base. So if you guys come out, that's always such a good time to see all the young kids running around. I encourage us to dress up. We usually do. We fight with our tent, and then we give out tons of candy. There's a picture somewhere online of us brainstorming under that tent.
All of us.
All of us.
All of us, yes. And if you don't have access to the base, we can get
Please let us know, and we will carpool.
You want the, I got a bag of candy out in the Jeep. You want
I
it?
can take it after the meeting, or
You got
whatever.
it.
Just
Okay.
perfect. Thank you. Now until whenever, if you get candy, let me know. I'll pick it up and I'll go store it. Not in our storage because it gets too hot, but I can store it at my place and then I'll bring it the day of. Or you can bring it the day of as well, but we're going to need a good amount of candy. Each year that trunk or treat just grows and grows, so we'll probably give out a couple of thousand pieces of candy. Let's see. Deterrent Park, Phil.
Hey, so we have a couple orders that'll be going in next week for bricks. They should be placed probably no later than early October. They're usually a pretty quick turnaround for the bricks. I did give a tour to the Deterrent Park just this past weekend. There was like 50 people there, part of our chief season.
Oh,
right,
awesome.
it's a heritage event. So only a couple of them even knew it existed. So that was pretty cool. And that's all I got.
All right.
Hey, Phil,
Bye.
do we have a resolution on the fading of the bricks and stuff? Has that ever been addressed?
No, that's not yet been addressed.
So with that problem, I'll talk to Mick Hershey because we do the replenishment of the 9/11 and we do paint the letters of the bricks every couple of years. So maybe that's something we can do. We'll get together, we'll form a volunteer committee with the bricks and we'll go out and do
Some of them
painting.
you just can't read because they're weathered down.
Right, they're
So,
weathered
yeah.
out, but that's what they do
I don't know
at
if
the
the paint
9/11.
will get into it because the letters are not there anymore. We
Ah.
can work on that.
Okay, we'll figure it out and then I'll get that information out too so we can get those fixed.
So something to think about though, we could get a grant from the Charitable Foundation to assist us with the memorial, because it is a fixed memorial.
Right. So, got it.
We need to think about that.
Remind me,
At some point.
shoot me an email and I'll inquire with George. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. Holland Club, you got anything? I know Thelma's not here. Are you guys
We're
doing?
in the process of turning over. I understand we only have 2 people left to live here. One has been very adamant that he never asked to be inducted in the hall.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's the one out of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, if,
No, the one that's out of town is not kept.
okay.
I know who.
Okay. And we'll just ask those, besides the 2, if we have getting more in, that we'll just do those at Christmas, and we'll just wait until then. Unless there's special circumstances, right?
All right.
Perfect. Thank you, Bear. Jim DeMont's not here, but soon they will be opening up committee elections for Western Region Roundup. So if that's something you think you might want to be a part of, if for those of you that are new, Western Region Roundup, it's all of the bases west of the Mississippi. We get together like a sort of Western Region reunion. We had ours here 2 years ago. We did on Bangor, Silverdale, over and had a really great time. I keep getting told that we did one on a cruise. I don't have the capacity right now to try to plan that. But we get together as all bases on the Western region. This next one is in Samstown, Las Vegas. So if you want to be a part of that committee in planning, strategically getting people together and stuff like that, let me know and I will let Jim know. And we'll get you hooked up with that collateral.
Yes. 15 to 19 April,
Thank you.
2026.
All right. Historian, web, social media.
All right, before we do anything else, new members, people that joined today, before you do anything after this meeting, meet me down there. When the meeting's over. Shots, bios, that sort of stuff. Got that taken care of. Hopefully you're checking the Facebook page, Facebook, USSVI Bremerton Base. Please be aware that there is a national Facebook group now that is available to you. You should join that. If you do join that, answer the questions. Geez, how hard is this? There's 3 questions you got to answer. One of which is, do you agree to the rules? Yes, you're in. You leave it blank. I don't care how many votes you qualified on. I don't care how many names you have. You're not coming in if you don't agree to the rules. It's that simple. So that's that. The website is in the process of being upgraded. It's still there, still up to date, still doing things there, but it's it will be changing hopefully in January. We'll be moving any of that kind of stuff. Any questions on social media, web?
Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
There was a video, a 30-minute video that Tim,
Technology officer.
Carlisle, did. Yeah, it explains all the new website.
Yeah, this isn't that.
For the, yeah, that's for the
national.
national.
Yeah, oh, I thought you were talking that.
No, I've given up on the national websites. But that's
okay.
All right, any other questions on that? Insofar as history stuff goes, I was told to keep things short today, so we won't go through my 9-page story that I was going to tell you. There you go. Please make sure you're checking out the website, the Bremerton Base Historian site. We've added some stuff there that I think you'll enjoy, and I've got the Puget Sounding stuff, so we're good to go. Any questions on any of that? Comments, complaints? All right, thank you.
I'm happy to sit down for a moment. I'm going to circle back to storekeeper. I apologize, John. You are up.
Well, if you have any old folks that you want to patch for, I can get anything from SS1 to 800. So come see me. I'll be glad to get the patches for you. They run $10. Also, we did the Rickover Club. If you didn't get a patch, I have the Rickover Club patches. Also, for our Holland Club people, if you've got over 55 years, I now have the 55-year patch that can go around your Holland Club unit. If you're just got your house from, you'll have to wait a few years, but I do have those. I do have a lot of coins here. Interestingly enough, the group I acquire coins from, I sent them a wish list last month of coins that we don't have, which are coins for a lot of our Trident submarines and our fast attacks that are here. And he mentioned Puget Sound Naval Ship or Puget Sound Museum. They also get coins, and they're interested in the same coins we are. So we've got to have a minimum of 25 coins per year to form the develop the coins. But between the two of us, he thinks we may be able to do it. So
Awesome.
So I'll see you when those coins come out. If and when they come out, I will order them. Also, the 250-year anniversary, I will have coins next meeting for 250. Also, this is the 70th anniversary of another program that started up, like I said, 70 years ago. How many people have any idea what that is? Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Strategic Systems Program, 70th anniversary.
Yes. Yep, that's when they stood up strategic systems, and that's when the George Washington, Patrick Henry got cut in half, and they put in a 16 missile set in there, and they actually went out to sea in 59 and 60. So anyway, it's the. Of course, I snuck that in on him earlier. So I haven't seen anything on that other than it is the anniversary for the strategic systems. So all you that rode the missile boats, you're part of that history. Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you.
How about the Scoop? Are we part of that?
You pushed.
You put. Well, yeah.
You were there to support us.
Absolutely.
All right, past commander, you're up.
Completely unrelated aside to that SSP thing, you may see tomorrow some posts about the first deterrent patrol starting on September 21st, USS Barbaro. I'm telling you that's not true. I have the log from the Barbaro, and they went to sea for 2 days. So it was either a really short patrol, or we didn't really do it. So one of the two. The only thing I have as past commander is elections for the base officers are now closed. They have been promulgated and published on the website. We have 5 nominees, 1 for each post. Base commander is Eileen Davis, vice commander Waylon Shropshire, chief of the boat Dave Tippman, secretary Bob Hickman, and treasurer Dan Inman. Written nominations are now closed. We will accept nominations from the floor at the November general meeting. However, the person nominated must be present and must state in writing that they have accepted that nomination. It's the only way we'll accept that. Any questions on elections? Pretty easy. That's all I have.
Awesome, thank you. Cup, you're up.
Hey, thanks to everybody who volunteered and participated in the August picnic. Participated in coming. Great time. So next thing is obviously today's Yeti feed. After that, all the Halloween stuff. Please participate. And then we have the Christmas party, which for me is just around the corner. So there you go on that. Puget Soundings. I'll put out a brief in about, 3 weeks. A lot of it will just have links to the website. So once again, we're going from this to this. So if you don't read the website, well, I'm sorry. If you want to complain about something, call Dave Bowman. For those of you who can't see on the camera, he made some kind of motion to me. I don't know what the heck that was, though.
Not to you.
Not
to you.
No. Anyway, so we are shifting over to the new website, most likely January. So I put out the whole thing for Soup Down, And if you don't read it, hey, and you don't show up, too bad. If it's not updated on the website, we'll just explain. Because all I hear is, well, I didn't know. Well, that's just too bad. Because it's all there. And I think that's it. Any questions for me?
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
How is this, all this, you're changing over to with the website? How does that affect the competition for newsletter of the year? National.
I'm not participating.
I know, I don't need you. Is the base still, this is last year, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. On some other sort of related thing. That's it. Any other questions? Thanks.
Vice Commander.
I don't know if I can keep mine short and sweet or not.
Do your thing.
Do my thing. Anybody not signing the attendance list, Bear? I was looking. All right. For those of you who don't know, elections, Jim was sworn in as district commander again, district vice commander at the national convention. So he's back in office again. So for new members, prospective members, Rickover Club has qualified 25 years. That's an unofficial award. I think some people may be trying to make it official in the future, so we need to get together with Hampton Road, please, again, on that. And the Holland Club, if you don't know, is 50 years for those of you that are new, okay? And then John talked about the 55-year thing. I didn't know about that, so I learned something this morning as well. All right, attended the National Convention the last week of August, the first week of September. There was 418 members and guests at Orlando, and I guess, John, you say that's a relatively low number? It's usually a lot more. I thought it was. I thought it was up in the close to 1,000. 418 this year. Next year's convention is in Corpus Christi, 6th September. Let me back up. I will put together a presentation and provide that at the next meeting, but some highlights. Corpus Christi, Texas is the next national convention, 6th September to 15th September. 2020 that may affect them. So let's work on that. As of 15 August, there was 11,691 USSVI members. 595 went on internal patrol. The goal by John Jakes, the national commander, is to have 15,000 by 2023. Hence, we have the incentive program. So we're working on that. We're getting there.
By when?
By 2030, 15,000. Did I say something different?
2023. I pay attention, you wailing.
Well, I can't hear anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. We already mentioned the Western Roundup in Vegas, 15 to 19 April 2026. The next one in 2027 is in Denver. And there will be a ballot coming up for national to provide associate members life membership as well. So right now they don't have that ability to be a life member as an associate member, which is, spouses, children, friends, Air Force people, Army, ground pounders, or whatever. So, all right. It was an honor to be at the national convention and representing the base. We do have a base award. Mr. Pittman does, so we'll present that here shortly. But it was a great honor and good time. And like I said, John, we missed you at the national convention, but I know you were just there just before that. So, okay, any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Just reiterate, thank you for all the volunteers at the picnic. Easy to Cobb and his crew, so thank you for that. Speaking of Cobb, I will present, and Waylon can please come here because you were there too for your 2025 Newsletter of the Year Award overall. Cobb, front center.
This is becoming a running joke, by the way.
No, he can be in the middle. Oh, who's taking a picture?
We should call that the Pittman Award.
So,
Well, I told him just give me a lifetime award, and I'd be happy.
all right. Here's your
Okay, so we have about, I don't know, 8 of these things or something. So the joke was we're gonna make a quilt, or we're just gonna send these ridiculous things back. So actually what's really cool is I like the paper, because I can stick it in a folder. I got a whole bunch of these in a closet that, you know, and you can't peel the top off, so I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate all the people that actually put input in so we can get one of these things. So I don't know what we're gonna do for next year. We may just give them a summary sheet and tell them, go look at our website, because it's the same stuff. So anyway, thanks.
Thank you, Cobb. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think we were 1 of 1 or something.
Were we?
No.
That category?
No. It's always hilarious too. There's like, I don't know how many, we're class 1 because we're a large base. So I don't know how many of these things actually go in. But there's supposed to be, you know, a class 1 winner and an overall winner. Well, there are 2 class 1 winners because I know who they are because they're both judges. Because I used to judge, and I stepped down from judging and said, well, wait a second, now this isn't right. Anyway, so I'm thinking this is 1 out of 3.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right.
Hilarious.
I don't have a lot. I already talked about donations for candy. So please bring that in, and volunteers for the Halloween bash and the trunk or treat, because we got stuff going on next month. I'm gonna move on to old business. So Deep Sea, again, reminder, Deep Sea Day at the museum, the same day, Veterans Day at the Pavilion, Veterans Day Parade. We have a lot going on that day, so you can pick and choose what you want. I know Steve is on his own mission to figure out the whole parade, Veterans Day Pavilion thing, so once I get some good solid information, I will put that out to our membership. If you've been to the Pavilion multiple times, John is retired from heading that up, and now it's Alan Schrader. He is taking over. This is his first year, so the program may change a little, might look a little bit different. Please go check that out. But if you want to go to the Naval Undersea Museum, they also are doing a program there at the exact same time, and you talk to kids, and you're the subject matter expert. They come to your table, and you present to them what you know. So there's those many events there, November 8th. Let me see. So recruitment, we talked about that. Waylon, he touched on a lot of those things, trying to get people into the base. We are going to look into our members at large, why they haven't come back, what's the reason they're not coming. Maybe they just disconnected, or they had something going on at the time that they fell through the cracks, or they just didn't renew as a base, but they're still part of the national office. So we're going to look at that and try to get them in too, because we have hundreds of members that are in our area, in the Kitsap County area, and then those in the Seattle area, I'll let Seattle base know. But just to get them in, there's a lot of people that don't know we're here. And whenever I see them out eating chow, I give a card when I see a ball cap on. And they're like, oh, didn't know. So, and they just look at me crazy. And I'm like, just come for some donuts and coffee. We'd love to have you. Anybody else have old business?
Kava stand down.
Kava stand down. So Kava, for those of you who don't know, Kitsap Area Veterans Alliance. So there's a couple of us that are a part of that committee. Steve Corcoran, he is really big in this area. Do you want to talk, or do you want me to just?
I'm ready when you are, boss.
All right, come on, talk real quick about the Kava, what we got going on.
All my stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Vice.
Bringing up stuff I didn't have on my list. All right, welcome again, everyone. Happy birthday, Dave. Dave
Happy
Bowman.
birthday.
Birthday to Dave. Make sure you wish him happy birthday. No, there's nothing new about him. He's old.
Stop.
All right. What do you want me? Am I good here? Yeah. All right. So I got a couple things here.
Put it on panoramic view.
Hey, welcome all the new guys. Make sure you give us money. So we have the spaghetti feed today. I'm gonna hit on that first. I have a sign-up sheet here. You guys can look at. Eileen and I will be doing the pasta and the sauce, and you guys can look at the list. I need runners. Salad prep are the Pittmans. I got dessert coming from Cindy and Larry, a coworker from mine, former coworker from Lockheed. Tickets at the door is going to be Dan Inman and Bob Hickman, and I think I'm going to throw Waylon in there because he doesn't do anything. Runners right now, trash duty, you got Jason Chamness and Debbie Kaiser. Is Debbie here? She'll probably show up later.
And Penelope K.
And Penelope. And then raffle ticket sales, we got Larry Kramer, David Corridor, and Logan, one of the bartenders here at the Fleet Reserve, volunteered to help. She's got a better personality than Kramer, I'll tell you that.
Everybody's got a better personality than Kramer.
And then raffle prize coordinator is going to be Angela Chamness and Barry Dudley when he arrives, but you guys can fill in wherever you want. It's going to be a busy day, long day till 1800. I want to thank Angela and Eileen for helping me out with this raffle, because I was out of commission with my eye surgery for a little bit, and they took up the charge, and I really appreciate what you guys did. Angela, you're a lifesaver. And Jason, I got to throw you in there too, because you guys.
I drive her around.
That's important.
Awesome job. I appreciate everybody. We're going to do well. That member at large program, I kind of told the commander at the E-board, I want to take the lead on that, because that was one of my goals when I was the commander here, is to get those member at large. And Dan sent me an email the other night, and we have a list, and my first goal is to hit Kitsap County member at large people, and I want to get a buddy call list going. And then Dan recommended snail mail too. Tell them what we do. So I think we're going to do both. But I think the Legion does a buddy call every couple months to make sure we're good to go. So I think if we reach out to these members at large, it might be more personal than a letter, and talk to them, see why they're not a member of Bremerton Base. So I really like that idea, Commander. Thank you for that. Hey, there's a basket after today's raffle. There's a basket at the bar for Erica. She's a bartender here, and she's fighting cancer. I donated the basket to help her out because she has a GoFundMe going. She's going through a tough time, and that raffle is going to be pulled on October 31st. So if you can support Erica and her family on this battle, I'd appreciate it. It's called the Northwest Basket. Again, Angela put that together. She just doesn't stop. So give us some money for that. FRA, they treat us well here, Fleet Reserve. If you're not a member, I'd ask you to take a look at their membership and join, because they really do an outstanding job here. The Penders, Bella's behind the bar today. She was running the show, and her husband Steve is selling raffle tickets out there right now until we're done with our meeting. But the Fleet Reserve here does a great job for us, and I'd appreciate it if you could maybe join them also. I think it's a 2-for-1 if you're a new member. So I mentioned the Penders. All right, Veteran Service Officer. Dave at the E-board had a question for me as a Veteran Service Officer. I'm not a Veteran Service Officer. I work for the county, and I run a fund for indigent and homeless veterans, but I presented a program to the commissioners last month. Being on this job for 4 months, I said, Commissioners, we need a Veteran Service Officer in Kitsap County. I had a plan. I got a packet for compensation, the whole 9 yards, from the Washington Department of Veteran Affairs. They're going to provide the training, and we are going to have a Veteran Service Officer in Kitsap County in 2026. I asked the question yesterday to my boss. It is going to happen, and it's going to be advertised in January. So if anybody's interested in that position, I kind of know somebody that's going to be on the interview board, and if you're really, really nice to me, I'm not going to be partial, but I have a pretty big say in who we hire for this, because it's very important. And we do need a VSO. It's going to be part-time to begin with, but I see it going full-time. 90% of my contacts in my job are people asking for benefits and disability ratings, and I don't do that. So we are gonna have a VSO in Kitsap County. The commander mentioned the parade and Veterans Day event at the pavilion. So we're at the kickoff meeting Wednesday morning, and there's a bit of bullshit going on, because the Paulsbo parade is on the same day as Veterans Day, and in the beginning of this, they said, I guess it was a gentleman's agreement, that Paulsbo was gonna hold a parade on Saturday prior to Veterans Day. The last 2 years,
Same day.
they've done it on the same day. Well, that divides 2 events. And we've been doing the Veterans Day at the pavilion for over 25 years, right, John? It's been, I mean, I've been a member of this base for 20, and I've gone every year. So I talked to the commissioners yesterday when I was at work, and I don't know if I'll have a job Monday, but I pissed them off because
You'd be fired from a volunteer position.
I get paid.
I'm being serious.
The commissioner told me, why don't you move your event to the Sons of Norway in Paulsbo on the day of the parade? And I'm like, Commissioner, you're a major sponsor of the event at the pavilion. You're on the bottom of the flyer, Kitsap County Commissioners. I said, we've been doing it for over 25 years. The Paulsbo parade's only going for 3. I said, we're not moving unless you direct us, but it's not happening. We need to get the parade moved. And we have an inside track at commissioners. There's 3 commissioners. Orrin Root is a retired Marine, and him and I have a really good relationship. So I think we're gonna get this done. I don't know about this year, but next year, I think it's gonna be a little bit different, because our event at the pavilion comes first, okay? So I'll keep you posted on that, Commander.
Thank you.
On how that goes, but man, when that commissioner told me that yesterday.
As much as I love Paulsbo, they can't handle that event like the one at the pavilion.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna
You know?
happen.
So anyway, again, hope you guys can stick around today and help us. The pup's here, we'll go ahead. All right, any questions for me?
Do you want to talk any more on Kava?
Oh, Kava. Shit.
The reason why you
See,
came up.
that was the main reason. So Kava, Kitsap Area Veteran Alliance have 2 standdowns a year, spring and fall. The next one is next Saturday, a week from today, at the Sheridan Community Center. Friday, we need help at Grocery Outlet in Bremerton. What time we meeting? Noon? 10:30? Noon. To get the groceries loaded into a trailer to bring to the Sheridan Community Center. And then we're gonna set up at the community center at, I'm gonna get there at noon. On Friday to set up all the tables, but we do need volunteers for Saturday. The event runs from 10 to 2. And this event is mostly for indigent and homeless veterans. They come through the door, we give them groceries. We have like 35 vendors this year that provide no charge services. We have a couple barbers. So if you guys can help with that, I'd appreciate it. It's a really good event. And we had a major vendor drop out. We just found out Thursday, and they provide clothing. But I contacted St. Vincent de Paul yesterday in Bremerton, and they will donate around 50 items of men, women, and children clothing to prepare us for the winter months. And I'm gonna pick up that sometime this week. And then I went to Christ the King Church. You owe me a beer. And then I went to Christ the King Church in Chico, and they're gonna donate some items also. So I hope you can join us for that. The commander will send an email for next weekend. All right, anything else? Vice Commander?
That's it.
Am I good?
You're good.
May I be dismissed?
You may be dismissed.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, when we go pick up the groceries for that, right after when we get to the community center, we go and bag up those 200 bags. So that's what we would
Cooler
really
bags, we have to
stuff together.
Groceries.
It's a good time.
It is.
Wear your colors.
Wear your colors. Yes, and speaking of that, let's see, do we have any other new business going on? I don't have anything other than our e-board is October 14th, 1800s via Zoom. If you go on the website, you can click on there, join us.
Talking about colors though.
I will go to the order.
Go to the order. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Any other new business? Okay, so yes, go to the order. What I have is, do not wear USSVI Bremerton Base anything to political events. That's come up to the national office. There's been a couple of members somewhere out there that has been to political events, and it's not a good look. Just like when we were active duty, we are an ambassador of our country. Same thing when we wear our colors and our vests, we are an ambassador for USSVI, the whole organization.
In effect of tax status.
So, use good judgment. If you're out there doing your thing, just, wearing your colors and you're out on lunch or just, out and about, and then you see something going on, please do not continue to wear that, change your shirt out or whatever it is, your cover, and move smartly.
Eileen?
Yes.
That is, yeah, if you do that, it's a violation of our articles of incorporation.
Right.
So,
and it looks highly bad upon us, and they could cancel our whole entire organization across the nation. So we don't want to do that. That was really important that John put that out at the national convention. So if it's getting to him, it's been told that we're somebody out there was wearing our colors more than one time.
And that goes for any organization you belong to, whether it's American Legion, VFW, all those organizations could lose their status with the government, whether it's 501(c) or just disestablish the entire whole group.
Right.
You lose your charter.
Right.
Yes. Also, CFC, Combined Federal Campaign, for those who are active duty or work on base, contribute to the Combined Federal Campaign. The USSVI, United States Submarine Veterans Incorporated, will be on there at the end of this month, so you can contribute to the Charitable Foundation. The Charitable Foundation.
She didn't finish saying
I
it.
know, let me finish my sentence. The Charitable Foundation will go on to the brochure or the catalog that they have. So if you have any friends that are that see that, spread the word, let them know if they want to contribute to our Charitable Foundation. That's great. That supports our brothers and sisters out there that may need some assistance through there. Let's see. And again, I know Vice Commander mentioned it, but next year on the national ballot, we are going to be trying to change the bylaws that comes with the associate members. In the past, they had associate life member status. We are going to try to bring that back. And it's 3 years good standing as an associate member. So if you have your spouse or dependents, friends that are joining as an associate member, 3 years good standing, they can apply for a lifetime membership. So I encourage that. The national office is looking for a VSO and a historian. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I will continue to reach out to the national office and get a contact for you for that further information. So email me if you're interested so I don't forget, because if I don't write it down or make a note for myself, I will forget. A lot going on. And the national website is also changing. I could send out to our membership a separate email that Tim Carlisle sent out to us, and it talks about the whole process of our new national website, which is really fun. It should be a lot better. It's coming together. He had a really great presentation. He put that on a YouTube video, and I will send that to everyone. Anybody else go to the order?
I'd just like to, first off, I apologize for being late. I'd like to introduce a potential new member, Al Hassey.
Yeah, go ahead and stand up and introduce yourself. Thank you, Joe.
Hi, Al Hassey. I retired in 1999.
Off what boat?
Off Ohio.
Are you qualified?
Off Pulaski in 1983.
Right on. Thank you. Welcome.
Navy T.
Navy T.
Good.
gifts out in the foyer area. So please throw your cash to those who are selling raffle tickets out the doors. And chaplain's benediction. Everybody please stand carefully. Take your time.
Dear God, our Heavenly Father, we approach you again at the end of this meeting. We are grateful for the privilege we have of meeting as veterans of the submarine service. Bless us as we go our separate ways and give us traveling mercies as we return to our homes and loved ones after we eat spaghetti. Amen.
Amen. Amen.